Hello, hello. So I just did a training session. Charlie over here is kicking a ball around right there. Ah! Anyway, he's in lounge, level 1 lounge clothes. Right now I'm just in a swimsuit. Anyway, I'll post the training session that I did underneath this. But here's something I do really after I do my ending kind of cool down stuff, rolling around on the floor, doing some bridging, some things like that. I will do a breathing exercise that I got from yoga. And I also saw it years and years ago in a video with Hicks and Gracie called Choke, which is a really cool documentary about Hicks and Gracie and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu back in the probably the late 90s, early 2000s. But anyway, I do this, I enjoy it because I feel like it is a way to train the diaphragm, which is a muscle, and it's a way to develop it in a slightly different way. It's also energizing in a way, and it teaches you a little bit, it kind of internalizes the concept of diaphragmatic breathing, which is not always the most appropriate type of breathing, but it definitely all starts at the diaphragm. And so this is just a way to kind of work that. And oddly enough, old school bodybuilders, even Arnold and people before him, maybe even Vince Girona, some other people. Hey there. I'm talking. And so they would use this to actually narrow their waist, supposedly. I have no idea if that works. Yoga people say it's good for the pituitary gland and all kind of things. I don't know if that's true or not either, but I enjoy it because it's energizing and because I do really feel like it is helpful for me to work the diaphragm in a more intense way, because that is critical to what I practice, which is always led by the breath. Blah, 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 blah. So whatever movement I'm doing, it's being led by the breath, and the diaphragm is very important for everybody. So here, I'm gonna show you in the Seiza position, and then I usually do this cross-legged, but it's good to Seiza because it gets the spine a little tall, and it makes it easier to control. So, I'm going to set my iPhone up like so. Okay, so, in Seiza, so you start their rapid breaths and you focus on the inhale. Excuse me, focus on the exhale. The inhale is passive. Through your nose, the tongue is on the roof of your mouth, your glottis, your throat is closed just a little bit. So if you do yoga and the type of breathing they do, Ujjayi breath, it's kind of like that. So don't worry about that too much at the beginning. Let me show you this. All right? So in Seiza, remember, it's the focus is on the exhale. Could you move over here for me for a second? Nope. All right. You ready? We'll do it together. Right here. I usually do 30 to 50 of them, and then on the last one, I do some stomach waves. So I'll do 10. So it's through the nose. Once again, it's a forceful exhalation, and then the inhale is passive. So you see when I'm exhaling forcefully, the diaphragm goes out, and when the passive inhale, it goes in. So let me show you again. I'll show you another 10 from Seiza. Exhaling, goes in, and then it comes out on the inhale, which is just a relax. You're not trying to inhale at all, it just happens automatically. Then what I'll do is I'll get into the stomach waves. And so this is on an exhale, you get all of your air out. It's a vacuum. And this is when the bodybuilders would say, oh, it's going to make your waist small and stuff. But it's pretty cool. And this is where another part that really adds the cherry on top as far as training the diaphragm. And now I'm going to move my abdomen around a little bit. And it's a cool party trick if you can do it. It really freaks people out. So here. I exhale. So in that case, I would do 30 or 50 breaths. On the last breath, exhale everything that I can get, move the waves around maybe 10, 20 times. Inhale, passive inhale. I may do a couple of controlled breaths and then boom, go right back to it. I typically do 3 sets of that. Once again, phenomenal for diaphragmatic training and control. It is energizing and it kind of draws your attention to the breath. I usually do this after my practice. So anyway, that is that one. Weird thing for today. God bless. See you next time.